Hey, I'm here at 363 Heathrow Drive in Springlake. There's the home. And then the first thing I notice about the home is the driveway is a little steep when you come up to it. It is on a steep incline. And then this is your little bit of the side yard. We'll go through the gate back there in a minute. They have a gate. But your property line will go about to here in line with it. And then that's the sewer clean out. That little white pipe sticking up right there. So there's that. And there's the home. Just show you a little bit of the yard first. Here's your front yard. A little bit of the front yard. And then this little hedgerow right here, this will be like your other property line. And you have a pedestal to tie into right there. And they also have it gated right here, so we'll get to that in a little bit. But that's about it for the front yard, and you can kind of see that incline on that driveway now. Little steep, not too bad, but I think it's worse, a little worse in person than it is on my camera, so. All right, we're here still at the front of the house. There's your sewer clean out. So I'm on this side, the garage side, and we'll get to in the gate in a minute, but this is kind of the side of the house. You have a little pipe sticking out right there. I think that's for the water heater, and you'll see why I say that in a minute. Could be wrong. I did go in the house to try to figure out what exactly that went to, and it's in the garage, and the only thing I see that might be there is a water heater. So I could be wrong, but I'll get it in here. That way you can see it. And that's kind of a little bit of your gutters up there. The vinyl looks pretty good. No missing vinyl or anything like that. So there's that. And you got your downpipe. And this is the front side of the garage. The garage door looks good. All the trim and the wood here looks pretty good. Might need some cleaning or touch up as far as paint. But other than that, it looks really good. Nothing sagging. And the vinyl also looks good on the front side of the garage part. It appears to be a gray vinyl, but I want to say it has like almost like a bluish hue to it, but that could just be my eyes. Everybody's a little different. And then your shutters up there look pretty good. I don't see anything that catches my eye that's like missing off of them or wrong with them at all. And then that right up here, that's not a hanging wire, that's just like a little vine. I thought it was a wire at first, but little vine hanging up there. This is a little bit of your yard from this angle, front yard. And then that little hedgerow of trees right there that kind of splits the two properties. So there's that. This is the front of the house. The vinyl also looks great. None missing or bent or broken that I can see. All the way down. One thing I did notice when I happened to look up is it's kind of, I don't know, it seems like twisted just a little bit on a couple of these columns. You can see kind of how it doesn't quite line up anymore. And this is wrapping around here too, kind of like your side part. They have a little tree in the back. And again, the gate, which we'll get back there in just a little bit. Just to kind of show you the columns. Pretty well in line. And that's another one that is kind of twisted just a little bit. Here's some of the roof up underneath. There's not much to see behind me except for that gate and the side yard, which you've kind of already seen. So I just want to show you up under here. Looks pretty solid. They had some hanging plants up here at one time. This little J hooks. The windows look good. Then that's about all that's behind me, which you've kind of seen that. So yeah, let's go inside. All right, now coming through the front door, all your trim and everything looks pretty good. You have this, glass up here, letting a lot of natural light in. Maybe a little touch up here. A little bit of paint. And the door appears to be a little faded. It shows it's red, but it's almost like a burgundy. So, but here's coming into the inside. Very tall ceilings. Just right off the bat, very tall ceilings. You have this window up here as well, which we will see more of when we go upstairs. Okay, right off the bat, the walls appear to be gray. They might have a little bit of bluish hue to it. Again, that could just be my eyes and the way the light's shining on it, but they are very gray. I would say that's a gray for sure. There's that window. Kind of get a view of the ceiling. All right, the first room on my right through this archway, it's kind of like a flex area. Windows look good. Little touch up here maybe. But other than that, this room looks pretty solid. I don't see any scuff marks on the walls. The trim looks really good, no cracking or anything like that. So not a whole lot to see, it's just a normal room. And here's the ceiling. I don't see anything on the ceiling as far as leaks or anything like that. No holes in the wall or ceiling. So yeah, that's this room. Now back into here. The stairs are carpeted along with the main hall and everything upstairs. You'll see that in a minute. We'll get to that in just a second. I want to go through here first. So you have this archway right here. Again, I'm going around looking for anything on the walls. If there's anything I pointed out like this, I don't know exactly what that's about, but there's like a little patch job there that's been done. Other than that, the walls are pretty clean and free of anything. Might need some cleaning here and there, something that, you know, like maybe little scuff marks, but I'll point those out as I go along. So here's the ceiling and your light. So not anything going on up there. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. And then if you go to the left right here, it's a little half bath downstairs. There's this wall. Again, the trim looks good, the walls look good, this room looks good in here. Not much to see. Just a little half bath. I don't see any leaks or anything. Like as far as like from the toilet. Looks really good. And then that's where we came in. You walk through this archway, you got your half bath, and then right over here is a storage closet. I can't see the bottom, but it looks very, very good in here too. Okay. Now towards the main part of the downstairs, go through this column, or this archway right here. And you got your living room. The walls look very good in here. The ceilings appear to look really good in here too. There is a couple spots on the ceiling I do want to point out in this part, but we'll get to that when we leave. The window looks really good. Nothing noticeable in the paint. There is a little mark right down here that'll probably just clean right off. So. And then the TV is hiding it, but you know, you got some extras depending on your bracket. So there is that, just want to point that out. And then the ceiling also appears to be really good this way. Now, if you go over here, back out of the living room, you'll see a couple spots here and there and right here. So you got a few little spots in the ceiling. And then also, if you come through this, where I came out of right here, if you look in this section right here, it's actually above my head right now. So you got this right here, and then a couple spots. I'll try to zoom in on that right there. And then a little spot, you know, you just got a few spots in the ceiling that might need a touch up. Now we'll go into the kitchen. The floors, by the way, I don't know if I said this, but they are LVP, they're vinyl floors. So, and then in your kitchen, it looks really good. These are Formica countertops. So it's not actual granite, but still looks very clean. Here's a fridge. And that leads into the garage. We'll go in there in just a second. This is your pantry. Right in here. Again, you got a few, just from what I see, you got a few more, you know, smudges up there a little bit. And there's your cabinets and your island. This seal is really good around here. And then up under here, you have no leaks or anything. It's kind of hard to see that on video, but so yep, there's the kitchen. So we covered the kitchen and kind of in here with the ceiling spots up there, and then the living room. So now I'm just gonna come off the kitchen and go into the, what I would call the dining area. So I believe what this is. And you have these beautiful tray ceilings with this trim going around the walls here. I personally do like this room. Again, you got a few little marks on the ceiling. And right there's a little something as well. Then as far as the room, get you a few different angles of it. And then from the dining area, we're gonna go into here, which you can kind of use for a few different things. It's just like another little flex area in here. With all the windows, it's almost like a sunroom. But you have a couple more spots on the ceiling in here. Right here in the corner. It's not as prominent as some of the other ones, but it is there. The rest of the ceiling looks really, really good. I don't really see anything else as far as that. Got a few thumbtacks here. It's no biggie. And then the rest of the room, paint-wise and everything like that. Again, no scuff marks, no holes in the wall, nothing I can see. Paint looks really good. You do have where they maybe hung a picture here or something. You got a few little things. A few little pinholes there. And then you got the few pins in the wall here. So, but other than that, the rest of it looks really good. I don't notice anything else wrong with that. And then, yeah. We'll go outside in a minute. I'm gonna make a separate video for the upstairs. Let me go in here first, actually, because I wanted to show you this. So off your kitchen here, you do have this little hallway leading into the garage. Little storage closet. Ceilings in here look great. There is a little line right there, but you kind of got to be looking to see. And then we go into the garage. It's an unfinished garage. Got these hooks in the wall. There's your breaker panel. It is on an automatic door. There's the thing for it. But yeah, this is the garage. And I'm not positive on this again, but that downpipe on the outside, that little spout that I said was maybe going to the water heater, there is your water heater. So, and it was on like this side of the house, like right outside of here. So, sadly I can't get to that, but I don't really see anything wrong with that. But there would be your water heater. It's in the back right corner of the garage. And then back in here. All right, so now we're gonna go do the upstairs and I'll show you a little bit of that.